This week's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville was a good one. This was a good episode. Y'all ready to get into my all tea, all shade Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 8, Episode 8 review? Let's get it. Let's go. So we pick up where we left off last week with Mel and Marsau having their sit down. And Mel tells him that he was 100% wrong for commenting to a reporter about her DV situation with Marsau and him giving the reporter the okay to report that he said free Martell, being funny, being petty. And she was like, instead of doing that, you could have checked on me and my kids, made sure we was all right. And he says that he doesn't feel comfortable reaching out to her. Well, if you don't feel comfortable reaching out to her, then you shouldn't feel comfortable speaking on her name. Keebler elf looking girl. Oh, I can't stand people. Mel asks that in the future he not speak on her, like she doesn't speak on them. And Marsau says that the millimeters are the problem. He says it's your deplorable fans. They're absolutely brainless. You have an army of zombies following after you. You have not shut them down once. You've enabled them to go after Martell. Now, mind you, at this point, he's stuttering all over the place and just picking at straws. And right when I was yelling at the TV about, no, you didn't, when y'all got Wanda as y'all mascot, Mel said it for me. She was like, excuse me, I can't control people that I don't know, just like y'all couldn't so-called control your mother-in-law, who still to this day continues to talk about me and my kids. So make it make sense. Like, I never did anything to this woman to warrant that type of behavior. And she has been going in on me for years. And y'all have said, I can't control her. We can't do anything about it. We've told her, but we can't do anything. So that's the same thing. Even if Mel did get on the internet and say, y'all don't say anything to these people, I'll handle it. You think that they gonna listen? They gonna do what they want to do. They grown people that's behind a keyboard that ain't got nothing to do with their life. Okay? It's weird. It honestly is. It's a weird thing that people do. Mel was like, I'm gonna have to go on that one, because she was pissed when he brought up the millimeters, child. She got mad. She was like, I'm gonna have to go on that one because that done pissed me off. She was like, tell your family to keep my name out their mouth and my kids' name out their mouth. Mind you, if you paid attention, Marsau was nervous. He was nervous. He was like, Mel, calm down, calm down. He was rocking his legs underneath the table because he knew he had f***ed up. At that point, it was when he knew he had f***ed up. He didn't want to make his boo mad. He don't like when he on Mel bad side. He like they little sit downs. He looks forward to it every season. He ain't want to not have these intimate moments with her. He had to make that right with his boo thing, honey. Yes. So after that, we see Stormi meet up with Destiny at a little nightclub. And I was like, about time they started to try to elevate the look of Huntsville, you know, with their locations of their, you know, meetups and stuff like that. I liked the location. It was really nice. The only thing about it was the music playing extra loud in the background. They could have tamed down the music some. But they get together and they have a little kiki with each other. And Stormi tells Destiny that she's going to expand her warehouse location because they've outgrown it. And plus, one of the millimeters came by her warehouse doing the most on some stalker type stuff. And it was weird. And, you know, she doesn't feel comfortable. Now, I remember hearing about this a year ago or so like that. I don't keep up with all the Huntsville stuff that goes on. I only report about stuff that I feel like is necessary to report about. But the fact that a viewer of the show went to that link to go to that girl warehouse was some weirdo psychopath shit, and y'all need to grow the fuck up. It's never that serious. Like, some of y'all crazy and do the most. Absolutely do the most. So Stormi tells Destiny that, you know, she and Mel linked up after the live podcast that she had with Carlos, and that, you know, the energy was good. They met up and had, you know, drinks and ate or whatever. And Destiny was like, was the energy real? Was it real? And Destiny in her confessional was like, everybody else in Melody's world has to operate in black and white, and she gets to play in the gray. I disagree with that 1000%. First of all, let's go back to was the energy real? You just mad because she didn't want to sit down with you. You just mad because she done made up with everybody else on the cast but you. That's what you mad about. Because if Melody called you today and said, let's get together, you are running, honey. You are running like one of the Flintstones. And then everybody in Melody's world has to operate in black and white, but she gets to operate in the gray. What gray area is there with her or anybody else? When she got an issue, she states it. She lets you know we ain't really fucking with each other like that, and y'all don't fuck with each other like that. Same way that she not with you. Like, she makes it very clear who she fucks with and who she don't. So I didn't agree with that at all. I didn't agree with that statement. It just read a little bit of jealousy to me. Marsau and Tisha are at their office, and he tells Tisha about his sit down with Melody and how she said that they could have just called her, and she was like, girl, ain't nobody going to be calling you for you not to answer, and this, that, and the third, and all this stuff. Blah, blah, blah. He brings up the millimeters and all of that stuff, and Tisha was like, but she can control them. She tells them to activate. Now, once again, I don't follow all of this stuff. So I don't know about her telling folks to get activated or what, and get activated on what subject. I don't know, so I can't speak on that. I don't agree that she could control a mass of people. She can get out there and say, hey, y'all, cool out, do whatever. That is something that she can do. But at the same token, y'all didn't have no problem with it when it was Wanda doing it to her from the gate, when that lady had never done anything to her. Never did anything disrespectful to Miss Wanda. And that lady had been starting in on that girl, talking about her and her children. And only thing y'all could say was, well, that's my mama. I can't make her do anything. So you give and you get. Period. That's why your mama ain't on the show now, because of her goddamn mouth. Marsau was like, I agree with you, but you do have this mother thing that you're not saying anything about. I love how he gonna stick up for his bae. He gonna stick up for Melody, honey. He is going to have her back, ride or die forever, all right? He is going to have Melody's back because he know he got to make it up. He got to make it up for going too far and pissing her off about that millimeters conversation, okay? So she was just sitting there looking stupid, like, once again, you're condemning me and making me look like the bad guy. Yeah, because he in love with her. He in love with Melody. Okay, you just a placeholder. Okay, so after that, Sunni and Moses comes to Stormi's Valentine's Day body glaze debut party, whatever, dressed in all red. And Nell sees Sunni and wonders why is she there. So she goes over and has a conversation with her about how she got with Moses and the destiny situation of it all. And she asked Sunni, like, did y'all ever like go out to eat with each other or anything? She was like, yeah, one time it was for her birthday, but it was, a birthday party. It was a group of us or whatever. It wasn't just like it was intimate or whatever. So Nell was like, oh, okay, all right. Like, okay, I get it. Destiny arrives and Sunni asks Stormi, can she pull Destiny to have a conversation? So they go in the back room, close the door, and Sunni asks her, why did you feel the need to go and do a podcast talking about this situation, talking about me, talking about Moses, when I reached out to you and we could have had a conversation and you didn't? And Destiny reminds her that, Miss Girl, you reached out to me 2 days before you decided to go public with the fact that you married him. So really, what do we have to talk about at that point? And I agree with Destiny. I was under the conclusion that she had been reached out to her once they started talking or whatever, not after they'd gotten married and she was about to go public with it. Like, girl, get out of here. You and that again, kick rocks. Like, because why you reaching out to me now? If you didn't feel the need to reach out to me in the beginning, don't reach out to me now. Y'all already got married. What the am I supposed to say about this shit now? Nothing. And at the end of the day, y'all know what the y'all did. And I tried to be very open and understanding of this situation and see it from both sides. But I'm sorry, Sunni is flat out, Sunni and Moses, I'm not just going to put this on her. Moses and Sunni are 1,000% in the wrong with how they handle it. Y'all free to date, be with each other, do whatever y'all going to do. But the way y'all handled it was not okay, period. And Moses owes her way more than Sunni ever will. And the way he did that girl was fucked up at the end of the day. And like I've been saying, he did to hurt her, get back at her for making him mad, not showing up for him. And I feel like it went further than what he expected. He most definitely still has feelings for Destiny. So, hey, it is what it is now. Sunni was like, I mean, if you wanted to have a real conversation, and Destiny was like, I don't want to have a real conversation. There's no realness in this. And I was like, ooh, that was a good comeback. Let me just say, Destiny was cooking. Destiny was eating Sunni ass up, and I was disappointed. I was disappointed in Sunni because you supposed to represent for the loot. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we got mouth all day. But she wasn't ready for Destiny. Destiny was eating her ass up. So Destiny says to her that they were still together in July and August. And Sunni says that that's when they exchanged numbers. She was like, well, me and him were still together in July and August. And Sunni was like, girl, he had a whole girlfriend and a whole different situation. And I'm like, girl, listen to what you just said. Like, Sunni, knock, knock, knock on that forehead. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Girl, did you just hear what you just said? You just said he had a whole girlfriend and a situation. But he trying to holler at you? X Destiny out. Just that statement right there is a what? Huh? What? Excuse me, but you talking about you prayed to God and asked him, was this your husband? And am I missing out on something? And he was like, yeah, go. He's your husband. Girl, that was not Jesus. That was Lucifer talking to you, okay? That was Satan in your ear, because my God ain't tell you that. I'm telling you that right now. That don't even make sense. First of all, at this grown age of ours, because if I'm 42, she got to be at least 40. What in the fuck are you doing trying to holler at me and you already in a situation with a whole woman? What the fuck? Because if you're going to do it to them, you're going to do it to me? If a come to me talking, yeah, I got a girlfriend, but I'm trying to get your number. You get the fuck out of my face. Okay? So Sunni made herself look real stupid with that. Destiny was like, so what does that say about you? So you were a side chick to his girlfriend too? And Sunni was like, no, they were done. I said we exchanged numbers. Well, girl, which one is it? Because now you're saying that he was done with her. Girl, no. It's all over the place. This story is going around and around and around in circles. Destiny was like, you were a side chick to two women in. And Sunni says, I ain't never been no side chick. And Destiny was like, I'm not your bitch now. I ain't your bitch or whatever. But normally, I would have thought that Destiny would have, bucked up because, normally she be on some nook if you buck. But maybe because she was dressed like she was Whitney Houston in The Bodyguard with the Queen of the Night, Queen of the Night, oh yeah. She couldn't really bust a move like that. Sunni had room in that trench coat, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know she had to been hiding it. Destiny denies being a side chick to Moses while he was married and in prison, child. Do I believe that? I could see her most definitely fucking around with that man while he was married. They was young. If this is the case, then they was in their 20s when this shit was going on. 20s, late 20s, early 30s, or whatever the case may be. Girl, you was with that nigga while he was in jail and married to some. Girl, yeah, you was. Stop. Sunni says that she was indeed the side chick, but I'm like, Sunni, does it matter? And why are you going so hard over a situation you wasn't even present for? Make it make sense, girl. With all that space and opportunity in that dome, like, it's just not coagulating. It's just really not. She was like, I was never the side chick, baby. I'm the wife. And I said, well, okay, girl. Like, that means something. So Destiny was like, you play stupid games, you win dumb prizes. He was sleeping with everybody in St. Louis. And I was like, ooh, 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 ooh. Bob and weave, got you again. Girl, she jabbed you in the face with that one. And when she hit you with he was sleeping with everybody in St. Louis, and all you could say is, not now, sweetie. That was on your time. I'm with him every day. My God, you are highly too educated and successful to be talking this trifling and ghetto. You talking like you from the Peabodys. If you from St. Louis, then you know what I'm talking about. You talking like you lived on the north side of St. Louis. or the west side. Like, girl, on the east side of St. Louis at that, Sunny, what the fuck are you talking about? Thompson, not now. Why would you even want to be with somebody that was everybody around St. Louis? And we know St. Louis ain't nothing but this motherfucking small. And everybody know everybody, and everybody knows somebody that knows somebody else. Okay? And talking about something that was on your time, I'm with him every day. They don't, what you with him for every day? You policing him to make sure he don't cheat on you? Because the don't find time to cheat. Okay? When he sneezes and say, I gotta go blow my nose, that in the bathroom for somebody else. Girl, you lost that battle. You shouldn't even ask for that conversation, but from a producer standpoint, it made sense. It made sense. Y'all had to have that confrontation. So Destiny leaves out and was like, I ain't got time to be talking no dummy. And so Martell arrives and she speaks to him, and Destiny was like, you know, Moses and Sunni here, you know, da 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 da. And she was like, I almost just had to slap him. Martell was like, if you gotta slap him, you gotta slap him. So Martell ain't shit. So when Sunni goes back over to the table, Moses asks her what was said, and she tells her, and she was like, I mean, you dropped the ball and I picked up and scored. I really hope this works out for you. I really do. She was like, we can leave this little party. The sandwich is nasty. And they get up and leave. Now, I didn't like that. Like, to be talking about the food or whatever the case may be. Like, she just came across really nasty. Like, nothing about Sunni thus far has been likable. And I hate that for her, especially if she is trying to make a career out of this. Nothing about her is likable. Hell, we like Moses more than we like you because you doing way too much when he should be the one taking the heat. I don't get it, girl. I guess. That's your husband now, I guess, child. So Nell pulls Destiny outside to talk and tells her that she had a conversation with Sunni and how she asked her, like, had y'all ever gone out to eat with each other or anything? And she was like, yeah, you know, I invited her to my birthday party. And she was like, yeah, she made it seem like it was a big to-do. She was like, no, it was me, it was Moses, it was her, my accountant, and her man. And she said she, talking about Sunni, was sitting right next to Moses. It was like Destiny, Moses, Sunni, the accountant, and her man. Okay? So, what you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Okay? Now, I thought, once again, the way Sunni made it seem, that it was a party. You know what I'm saying? I came, spoke, you introduced, I said hi, and went on about my way and continued to my night having a good time. Not y'all was somewhere seated and it was only 5 of y'all and you sitting next to this man all night. Oh, hell no. Now that's the type of shit you get your ass whooped for. And then after that, with you bringing her to St. Louis to perform for Monica, and then saying you wanted to manage her career, all things that she's even said herself, Sunni, that she wanted to be her manager. Like, no. A boundary was crossed. It was crossed. If none of that had happened, I would have been like, hey, she ain't owe you shit. But the fact that y'all talking on the phone, you want to be her manager, you bringing her here to perform, you're going to birthday dinners, and nah, you wrong. Y'all both wrong. He's more wronger than you, and I wish that he would get more of the flack than she is. But she done made herself the spokesperson to prove her love. So I guess. Destiny also goes on to say how a friend of Sunni's told her that she did the same thing to her back in high school. This is who she is. Now, I'm going to tell you this much. I've heard the same thing about her. You know what I'm saying? Not about in high school, but as a grown woman, I've heard that about her as well. So I don't know. I don't know the woman. Like I said, I just know we went to school with each other. I know a friend of hers. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't know nothing about this chick. So Destiny says that, you know, he tried to hurt her with this whole situation and that she did in fact love him because she'd known him for 15 years and she actually tears up. And those were real tears. Like, she was really up by this. Like, she has been hurt by this because I don't think she ever expected for him to do anything like that to her. And they still got feelings for each other. And I can so see them around with each other in the future when him and Sunni divorce, because that marriage ain't been more lasting. Then after that, we see Stormi at her house with her baby Chess, and I don't know if it was a relative or somebody, and Courtney comes in and tells her that the cops came looking for her at the warehouse, and she was like, for what? So she calls her lawyer, and her lawyer tells her that there's 2 warrants out for her arrest, one for harassing communications and the other for disorderly conduct. Now, I was a little confused about the one for harassing communications, because she says that this has to do with the lady that came to the warehouse, a millimeter that came to the warehouse or whatever. And she said that she cussed the lady out, which you should have. But harassing communications mean that maybe, I'm thinking that means you have been contacting this person, like DMing this person, you know, going off on this person several times, maybe online or via text. I don't know. It can't just stem from her coming to the warehouse and you cussed her out for trespassing or whatever. That's not harassing communication. And then the disorderly conduct, I don't get that one either. If she came to your property and was disrespecting you, it got to be way more to this story that I'm not clued in on. So somebody down below in the comment section, clue me in on what the hell is going on. But, you know, she's distraught by this, that she got to turn herself in. And next week's episode, we'll see her turn herself in. And we all remember when the mugshot came out. This was what, about maybe 4 or 5 months ago when this happened? Maybe. I can't remember. But yeah, that was this week's review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm going to give this week's episode an A. It was a really good episode. Destiny, you might have lost the war, but you won the battle. When it came to eating Sunni and Moses up in y'all one-on-one conversations. You did good, girl. You did good. And y'all know I ain't even a big fan of Destiny's, but in this case, you did good, girl. You did real good. Y'all let me know. Oh, before I go, I want to remind you guys that this week I'll be taking a few days off. You guys will be getting your Real Housewives of New Jersey, Baddies, and House of the Dragon reviews Monday. But after that, I'll be taking a little breaky break, but I will be back next Sunday for all reviews. So bear with me while I'm gone a few days. I love you and I miss you. And if anything like breaking news happens, of course, I'll pop in and post. But I will see you guys next Sunday, and we'll be back to regularly scheduled programs. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. And to my Patreon fam, I love you so much. Bye, guys.